Welcome back to Total Health Talks, where we talk about health from a holistic standpoint. Keep in mind that health itself is not just a physical health thing. You got to look at your physical, you got to look at your mental, your spiritual, your emotional, your community health. All of these things go into play when you're starting to talk about working on your health. You got to look at every piece. Looking at just one ain't gonna never be enough, and you know that. I say that a million times, but let me digress. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to introduce to you a physician that is literally changing the game. And when I say changing the game, I mean reaching out to people, approaching communication from a whole new standpoint. I don't want to give it all away. Again, I ain't as good as introductions as Shannon Sharp is on Club Shay Shay, but I did put a little something together, and then we're going to go ahead and bring this individual in. Some of you may recognize him right off the top, but here is what we've got.
Hey guys, this is Dr. Patton, aka Madman for you, and this is a gentle reminder to still take your allergy medication if you have. Hey guys, this is just a follow-up message regarding allergies. I just wanted to send out a quick invite. Make sure you come out and check out this panel today. Hey guys, this is Dr. Patton, aka Madman for you. I want to invite you to the Dirty 30 Workout Challenge. And
again, here he is, the man, no other, Dr. Patton. And listen, I just want to tell you, when I take my glasses off, that's when I'm serious. I'm eye to eye with you. You out here doing the work. You really are. You are reaching out to people. You're getting people. You're engaging people. But I'm gonna go ahead and give you a couple of seconds to let us know a little bit about you and what you're doing.
All right. Thank you, Tony. I really appreciate being here. First, also, I appreciate you taking the opportunity, and I love that highlight reel, man. That was crazy, man. Thank you. My name is Dr. Steven Patton. I'm a family medicine and urgent care practitioner with Norton Healthcare. I'm also one of their medical directors of community outreach. I really have a passion for giving back to my community and just trying to make a difference. And the big thing for me is trying to bring healthcare to the people where they're at. Instead of having them come to us, do as much engagement and community involvement as we can, and try to help answer those questions that some people may not even know to ask.
Wow. I tell you, that's huge, because I've been noticing that I don't know whether this is a wave that's happening, or whether, as physicians, you guys have got together and said, hey, we need to do something a little different because the world's a little different. But I've been noticing some other physicians have been doing the same thing. I spoke with a individual over at All Hearts Cardiology, David White, and he does that same type of thing. His thing is getting out. So is this the new look that we can expect from healthcare and from our physicians?
Healthcare is always changing. Even from the late 1900s, when people were doing bloodletting, and to now to advanced medicine, and a simple gallbladder surgery can be done overnight. You can go home. There's always adjustments. There's always new ways. And I know that even the COVID scene has brought on a lot of new innovation and technology and outreach and virtual visits. But this is also gives the ability of medicine to always have a changing platform. So this is not nothing new, but it's new at the same time, right? So there is always adaptation in medicine. So when we're looking at these trends and we're looking at certain generations and certain demographics, we have to figure out what works best for the people. So we can look at the data of what we've been doing, and then we look at the trends of what can get the best results and have the people engaged to make that difference. So I believe that healthcare is starting to trend more into getting that access to healthcare, which can be a major detriment to anyone's longevity of life, is that access. So we can start bringing it to the people. I think that's going to make a difference. And I have a lot of great colleagues out there that are doing similar things as myself. So I believe so, and I'm hopeful.
Okay. Well, I tell you, I'm loving it. As a nurse myself, the biggest thing for me is always the taking care of the people, the patient care, the actual attentiveness to the individual, and to see that trend happening is amazing. So I really love that, and I really love seeing that going that way. And I'll tell you what another thing is you guys are demystifying something that was mystical before. And so it was before, the only time you saw your doctor is when you went to the doctor's office, and there was this, association where there was that separation. And I think that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that being able to see our physicians, being able to see our physicians operate like us, and being able to see physicians like us, period, it breaks that gap. It also, I think, helps with the education. Because I know during the pandemic, there was a huge challenges trying to get people to understand the benefits of vaccinations and different things like that. And I'm not going into a vaccination conversation here, but
Yeah.
With respect to it, I think breaking that wall down is something that's huge. And I just want to thank you guys for doing that. But I do have a question for you. So now, are you from this area? Because if I'm not correct, I'm thinking you're from Chicago, correct?
So I was originally born in Chicago. Then my family moved to Michigan, and that's pretty much where I was raised at. Shout out to Covert, Covert, Michigan, CBT. Then
Well,
I've
listen,
been
I'm gonna cut you real quick. I'm gonna cut you real quick because I gotta be honest and full transparency. I threw that in there so that you could say you're from Michigan, because I'm from Detroit, and I wanted to get that on the record, right? So
yes,
we'll go ahead and keep rolling.
yes, sir. Yeah, and I've been in Louisville since 2016 now.
Okay. Okay. All right. Good. Good. So now, I first encountered and ran into you about September of 2023. You guys were doing an event that was a dine and a walk with a physician. I saw it online, and I was like, hey, we need to get that onto the thing to do in Kentucky group. So I reached back, you reached back. I was like, wow, this was working. I said, I need to keep an eye on this gentleman. I need to definitely keep an eye on this brother, because he's going to be doing some things. And apparently you had already been doing some things, but now you've got something else coming up.
Yes, sir.
Um, and I want you to tell me a little bit about it. Is it 30 dirty 30?
Dirty 30. Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. So tell me a little bit about what it is, and then what's the motivation behind it.
Okay. So the Dirty 30 challenge is pretty much working out 30 days in a row for a minimum of 30 minutes, and it can be any type of exercise, walking, running, swimming, yoga, hula hoop, dance, anything that's getting your heart rate up and getting you active. Uh, and the main reason behind that is, I mean, for me personally, and I've heard it from others too. Sometimes it's really hard to find motivation, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's also really hard to keep that discipline once we start. So me, I'm kind of a yo-yo person when it comes to working out. So I get in shape, then I get lazy, I get out of shape. I get in shape and I get lazy and get out of shape. So this started a while ago with me and some of my friends. Are like, man, we got to do something different. And so when I started going downhill again, I said, I got to find something else to do. And I was like, man, let's think about it, 30 days or some type of consistency workout. So the initial challenge was, it was about 3 or 4 of my guy friends, and I said, hey man, let's all work out for 30 days in a row just to see how we do. And if we miss a day, we got to pay $10.
Oh,
I said, okay, so if you miss a day, you gotta
okay.
pay $10. Okay, so that just gives you a little motivation. And I saw that everybody in the group, we were successful with it, and it showed me a couple things. Number one, that $10 made a difference, right? But nobody wants to give up that $10, not for missing a workout. Uh, Two, often we find ourselves say, I just don't have time. I don't have time. And this was a group of gentlemen who are professional and from various walks of life, and everyone made time. They were able to find this 30 minutes in their time frame to get that workout in. So it's the time is there. It's necessarily, do we have that support group and people behind us to hold us accountable? So that accountability piece sometimes can disrupt. And you can, as a doctor, I'm always telling my patients, to exercise and stay healthy and eat healthy and mental, everything you were discussing before as a holistic care package. But sometimes we need that extra push. So I was like, I seen how it went, and my friends got a lot of feedback like, we got to do it again. We got to do it again. So I was like, man, let's try to involve the community this time. We take out the $10 off the table. Everybody's welcomed in, but we still have that whole accountability. So you have to show proof. So you got to take a selfie, a video, take a screenshot of your heart rate monitor, anything that's showing, hey, I did my 30 minutes today. Post it to the group, and we're on day 2 now. Actually, after this, I'm going to go ahead and get to the gym and get my 30 minutes in for the day. But it's just really interesting to see all the different types of workout. I'm seeing people doing rows, hit exercises, people bowling for a long period of time and looking at their heart rate and what kind of results they got from that. So it's some exercises that I never even thought about doing, and people showing
Okay.
their mind frame, what they're doing to continue to get it going, and that's the best motivation. So
So
it's more so for me than other people.
so let me hit you here because you said something. You said the verification, right? You know, the old trust but verify. So then individuals are taking these exercises or different things they're doing, and there's a specific spot that they need to go to. Are they able to just post it on their own social media?
So if you're on Facebook, you can follow our group, the Dirty 30 Challenge, and can
Okay.
join in that way. And if you're on IG and you don't have a Facebook, we chose Facebook because there was a majority of people, about 95% of the people had a Facebook, so that made it easier for everyone.
Right.
But if you're on Instagram or TikTok or anything like that, you can always do a tag, hashtag Dirty 30 Madman for you, and that'll go to the group there where we can, or you can tag me. That's Madman for you, MEDMAN for you. If you want to do it that way, because I'll be posting on both platforms.
Okay. Okay. See, I love this because again, you're using the technology to bridge that gap, and because that technology is there, we're able to reach out and get different people, across different age ranges as well. Because listen, everybody's got a cell phone, everybody's on Facebook. I learned that when my father sent me a Facebook post one day. I was like, wait a minute, this ain't even your generation, sir. But nevertheless, it's one of those things. So I like that piece. I think that's good. I think it's great. I like the accountability piece. I like the building community with it because I think you're going to learn, just like you said, you're going to see new things that people consider exercises. So that 30 minutes, does it need now? And I'm asking for me personally because I'm in point blank and period. I'm in.
My
Um,
man.
does that have to be a 30 consecutive minutes? Because I know there's going to be somebody out there, like my cousin, who's going to try to whittle it all down to if I do one minute every 3 hours or something. But we're talking about a 30 consecutive minutes, correct?
That's correct. And you know what? I meet people where they're at. Some people may not be able to start off with 30 minutes.
Okay.
Some people may be able to do 15 minutes in a row. But as long as you're trying your best, the ideal is 30 minutes. But if you can't get there, we understand. Or we're going to be a supportive group to help you through that. But yes, it should be 30 minutes. And the main reason why is because you want to get your heart rate up, and then you want to keep it there for 30 minutes. I have a lot of
Okay.
patients say, "Oh, yeah, I work out because I go to work every day." Yeah, but you're stopping, then you're starting. To get that metabolism up and really start to get those calories burning is to get your heart rate up and then maintaining it. And that's the real benefit of doing the exercise.
Okay. Okay. Well, I tell you, that I think is going to help people, and just like you said, meeting people at their level. So as long as they're doing something, moving forward. There's an old thing that talks about don't confuse just motion with progress. It looks like they're making progress, even if they have to start one spot, they get to building it up over time. So then my next question becomes, um, what else you got? Because I logged on to Facebook this morning getting set, and I saw that you guys actually have something else going on as far as like dry January. So what can we expect in the future? What are some of the other initiatives that you've got going, or some of the other things that you're going to be doing?
A lot of that is going to be up to God, and like these opportunities that come, like just being able to talk to you today, whatever these doors open, I pray and ask him, is this the right direction to go to? And if he says yes, then I'm going to go in that direction, and I'll see what I can do. I would like to thank everyone who's given me the opportunity, especially Norton's team, PR team, marketing, the nonprofit organizations that I've been able to partner with and look up to, the news outlets, people who are giving me the privilege to share the platform. So all of these things are determined what's up next. But to answer your question more directly, a couple things are going down the line. Uh, for example, with Community Connections, we have a financial literacy program for teenagers, and it's a free program. We have specialists coming from all around the world, not around the world, around the country and state, and just to talk to these kids. And we're talking about what are taxes, what is banking, how do you, what kind of scholarships, preparing them for life. Like these are questions. What's how do you renting versus owning? Questions I wish I had as a kid. You
Right.
know, we're starting to provide those kids with those tools so they can be prepared. And I don't, are they going to be able to retain everything? No, but at the same time, now that they're familiar with it. Like when I was in high school or in college, you get a credit card and you got to pay that back. You got to pay it back on time because you want to have a good credit score because that's going to be determining a lot of other things later. So now they have that in the back of their mind already. So when that credit card comes, they understand the importance of it and building credit beforehand instead of, oh man, I wish I would have done this differently, which is how I felt. Other thing is with Norton Healthcare, we're going to be doing a big project coming out as a sneak peek. It's going to be called Cut It Out. As communities uniting to intentionally treat our underlying trauma, and this is a health initiative through barbershops. What we're going to be doing is getting going into barbershops, making sure that they have blood pressure cuffs, AED machine, get offering them training in first aid, and just to also get people resources about different events like the walk and talk and dying with a dog about diabetes. Approximately around April 10th, we have another event going on, walk, talk, and dying with a dog about gun violence in the community and how to address that. A lot of different speakers. And then we have different things as far as diversity breakfasts and things in that nature, where we highlight different leaders in the community. There are definitely some things going on. And if you ever tune
Good.
into like B96.5 or 101.3 Magic Radio, you'll hear me on there just discussing different health points about is what is diabetes and the importance of knowing your numbers for blood pressure, or the importance of vaccinations, or these mysterious upper respiratory infections, how to keep your body healthy. Um, like I said, it really varies. It depends on the opportunities, the people, and however I can help. I'm just thankful, and I'm looking forward to continue doing so.
Good. Listen, I'm gonna tell you just right off the top, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it on film. I love your energy, bro. I love your energy. I love what you're doing. I love your path. I love your guide for your path. You know, just like you said, you know, it depends on which way God takes you. I love that. You know, you always have a friend over here at TNG Multimedia, point blank and period. So if you got something you need pushed or you got something you need some help with, definitely make sure you reach out. Because I believe in what you're doing. I love what you're doing. And I'm proud that you're able to champion this thing and these doors opening up for you. And we know why these doors open up for you. When you in your set place, you those doors just fall. They just fall. You know. So that being the case, I know you're probably a patient somewhere who's wanting your time. I am going to say thank you for coming by. Thank you for taking the time out. And just so that you guys know how solid this gentleman is, I literally reached out to him last night. I was like, I know I'm not going to hear back right away. We put the whole show together last night. We literally put it together last night. So when I tell you, definitely moving with purpose. This gentleman is definitely moving with purpose. The work you're doing as far as community, the work you're doing as far as bringing the whole holistic piece of health together, we love it. We love it. Feel free to, like I said, reach back out if you've got some other stuff or you're needing some more engagement, different things like that. Or if we just need to get some messages out to people, period. All right.
I appreciate the, I
All right.
appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to just let you guys know that we're going to have more of these total health talks coming. And so if you've got a different total health topic, or if you've got total health topics that aren't necessarily medical, like we said, whether we're talking about financial, whether we're talking about community, we've got to work on all of these pieces in order to have a total health picture. Feel free to reach out. Everybody knows, and I say it all the time, I ain't hard to find. All right. Thanks a lot. Today's show was sponsored and brought to you by Huvine Wellness and Spa. Listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Huvine Wellness and Spa. I don't get into the spa a lot. I'm just a man's man, and that ain't what I do. Not saying that there's nothing wrong with men who do go there, because listen, beautification is a beautiful thing. It's all part of health and it's all part of wellness. But I will tell you this: this soap here, this black soap. Listen, it's that charcoal soap, is what it is. Bing, you got it. I want to make sure you got it all in there. Phenomenal. When I tell you, using this soap, I actually felt so much better. My skin felt so good. Their slogan is skin that you'll want to show off. And believe me, it is skin that you want to show off. When I finished using this, I actually was feeling my skin. I didn't realize it. And my wife was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay. What's wrong?" She said, "Well, you've been rubbing on your arm for a minute." But it actually exfoliates. It gets all of the dead skin off. It gets the dry skin going. It makes it revitalize. I thought black soaps would be one of those things that they're only for like people who do hard work and got grease and stuff on their hands. That ain't even what it is. That ain't even what it is. This is about taking care of yourself. So definitely make sure you get a chance to check it out. Huvine Wellness and Spa. You can Google them, you can Facebook them, you can YouTube them, you can Instagram them, you can send smoke signals if you need to send smoke signals. I'm sure they will be able to take care of you. They do have this along with a whole assortment of other products online that you're actually able to order. So it's not that, hey, I have to just be there and I have to go into the spa. You can actually get the products that you need. On the box, they even have a QR code that shows you different skin routine. Now, don't be trying to get it from here. Don't be trying to get it from here. You order your soap, you get your box, and then you can check your own QR code with your skin tones. But it has skin tones. It shows skincare routines. It answers questions. And it shows different product demos as well. So it's not just a matter of you saying, "Hey, I bought it because Tony said it." You can actually see what other people are saying, what it does, and what's happening with it. So again, we want to thank our sponsors for this episode. Huvine Wellness and Spa. Make sure you visit them. You can find them on Facebook and everywhere else at Huvine.